most upsetting is the school not taking responsibility. They're making it look as if my child was sick, as if she was weak, as if she died of, she just died. I asked them, was there an ambulance on ground? Was there an ambulance? It's a sporting event. Anything can happen. It could have been anybody. A parent could have slumped. The kids running could have been the one that slumped. My child was just a sacrificial lamb. She slumped. What first aid was done on her? Why was she soaked in water? Who poured water on her? Why was she drenched? Why? And nobody's giving me... The silence is annoying. You can't tell me to just go and bury my 12-year-old without answers. I'm a grieving mother. I need closure. I need to hold on to something. When she was meant to be 15, 20, 30 years old, I should be able to look back and say, oh, my child would have been 20 years today, oh, but she died. See what killed her. I shouldn't just say, oh, she slumped and that. She's not diabetic. She's not hypertensive. And the school, I told the principal, I said, Mrs. Samao, do you agree Chrisland was negligent? She couldn't answer me. Do you agree this could have been prevented? It could have been prevented. If an ambulance was on ground, my child would not have died. If we had an ambulance on ground, my child would have had a fighting chance. Was there a doctor on ground? Do we have a qualified medical doctor on ground? No. Do we have a team of medical personnel on ground? No. What you're telling me is that we have the school nurse with us, and we also have a group of trained first aiders. Okay, what first aid was done for my child? So you performed CPR, and they poured her water. They poured her water and they performed CPR. Is that first aid? Is that first aid? Is it everything that has to be CPR? Is CPR the only first aid measure? What other critical first aid measures do you have in place? If someone had a heart attack, would you perform CPR on that person? I'm not a medical personnel, but for God's sake, this is common knowledge. We know these things. If an adult has started screaming, oh, my chest, would CPR be the next thing you perform? Why was there no ambulance there? We know how notorious Agege is. Why was there no security personnel for those kids? People have this idea that Chrisland parents are millionaires, that we are very rich. If a hoodlum had entered there on the guise of being a parent and stuck a gun by the side of a child and said, follow me, or call your daddy, what would be the story? Why was there no medical personnel on ground? Why was there no security personnel on ground? Why was my child taken to a health center? Why was she taken there in a school bus? If she was in an ambulance, she would have had a fighting chance. Why? An ambulance would put on siren and clear road, even if there was traffic. You took her there in a school bus. Nobody respects a school bus. And they are not telling me anything. It's annoying. They are fighting by all means to protect their school image against the loss of a life. They are not willing to own up to any error or mistake on their parts. The picture they are painting is that, oh, we did everything we could. We had a risk assessment. We have a tent. We have a nurse. So it was fine. That is what they are saying. Whitney was sick. She was tired. She just slumped and she died. That's the narrative they are putting out there. And it's annoying to me. It's hurtful. As a mourning mother, that is a pain I don't want to go through. That is like rubbing salt on my injury. I don't want media attention. I don't want money. I don't want dragging. All I want is, Mommy Whitney, see what we were able to find out happened to her. See what we found out. We are sorry it happened on our watch. We take full responsibility. Anything you want us to do, to step in and ease your pain, we will do it. That is all I asked for. And I begged severally. I was pleading, I was begging. They came to me on Friday. I told them, the parents and the staff that came, I told them, I said, look, I don't want to perform an autopsy. I don't. Why? An autopsy is not a small procedure. It's highly invasive. It's an invasive procedure. My child will be opened up. Yes, she's dead, but she's my child. She's my child. And on that day when the autopsy will be done, I will start imagining how they will take blade and tear my daughter's chest open, her abdomen, and bring out her organs. It's an imagination no mother wants to go through. Please investigate and tell me the truth as to what happened to my child. Can you please tell me the truth, what happened to my child? Can you please interview other students there? Is it possible for me to be there when the interview is being conducted? Let students that were with her in that area come out and say, oh, she just slumped. We don't know what happened to her. She just slumped. Something, anything, just give me something to hold on to. And they're not willing to do it. That is the painful part for me.
We sure hope you enjoyed this video. For more entertaining video content such as behind the scenes of music videos and movies, music concerts, premieres, interviews, and exclusive gists, subscribe now to our YouTube channel GoldmyneTV and be unleashed into a world of super excitement.